Hello, Blaugrana family. This is Pedro, a Q like you, and today we're going to talk about a topic that's making Camp Nou vibrate, that's making our hearts beat a little faster. The possible transfer of Aymeric Laporte to Barça. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news about our beloved club. Let's dive into the heart of the Blaugrana news. FC Barcelona, our dear Barça, is moving forward with a determination that characterizes it so much, towards the recruitment of Aymeric Laporte. This central defender, currently under contract with Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, dreams of returning to Europe, and it is towards Catalonia, towards us, that he turns his gaze. In the corridors of Camp Nou, the atmosphere is electric, almost palpable. You can feel this unique atmosphere, this mix of ambition, strategy, and above all, this unwavering determination that has always defined Barça. Joan Laporte, our president, this visionary who is not afraid of challenges, is working behind the scenes, as usual, to strengthen a key sector of our team, the defense. And the name that keeps coming up on everyone's lips is that of Aymeric Laporte. Aymeric Laporte, this defender born in France but a Spanish international, is a player who has everything to seduce, everything to make us dream. Trained at Athletic Bilbao, where he revealed himself to the football world, he then shone in the Premier League with Manchester City, before trying the Saudi adventure. But today, his heart leans towards a return to Europe, and more specifically towards Barça. It's not money that motivates him, nor simple tradition, but a sporting project that makes him dream, that makes him vibrate, to wear our Blaugrana jersey, to represent our colors with pride and passion. Laporte has always been a player who bets on ambition and excellence, and Barça, with its history, its greatness, represents exactly that. His career is marked by success, trophies, moments of glory, but he is still looking for that ultimate challenge, the one that will make him enter the legend of football, the one that will lead him to the summit of the football Olympus. But Barça is not the only one in the running for this exceptional player. Athletic Bilbao, his training club, would like to see him return to the Basque Country, just like Real Madrid, always on the lookout for the best talents, always ready to attract the stars of world football. But Laporte has made his choice, and it is towards Barcelona, towards us, that he turns. He wants to take on a new challenge, write a new page in his career, and what better place than Camp Nou for that? Barça is history, passion, this incessant quest for victory that makes the heart of every player, every supporter, beat. And Laporte, with his experience, his impressive track record, knows that he can still grow here, among the greatest, among the legends of football. Joan Laporte, our president, has well understood the deep aspirations of the player. For him, Laporte's willingness is the central element of this negotiation, the beating heart of this possible union. If the player is convinced, if his heart beats for Barça, then everything else can fall into place, like the pieces of a puzzle that fit together perfectly. The Barça management has already started discussions with the defender's entourage, and the first contacts with Al Nassr, his current club, seem promising, full of hope. The Saudi club, although reluctant to lose a player of this caliber, will not block the departure of a player determined to change the air, to seek new challenges. The leaders of Al Nassr know that retaining a player who is thirsty for new horizons is a battle lost in advance. They appreciated Laporte's services, his professionalism, but they also understand his ambitions, his dreams, and would not want to stand in the way of his path to greatness. But what makes this operation even more exciting, more thrilling, is the direct involvement of Hansi Flick, our coach, this master tactician. The German has not only given his approval for this transfer, but he has personally invested himself in the process, as if it were his own mission. According to sources close to the club, Flick has already discussed at length with Laporte to explain the crucial role he would play in his system, the importance of his presence in the team, and the vision he has for Barça's defense. A deep, sincere conversation that has visibly convinced Laporte, further strengthening his desire to join our club, our family. Flick sees in Laporte much more than just a defender, a leader, a player capable of making a difference on and off the field, a mentor for young talents, and a pillar for this much sought-after stability. Laporte is an intelligent defender, tactically brilliant, and with an excellent ability to play the ball out from the back, a quality so precious in modern football. He perfectly fits the style of play that Barça has always defended, embodied, this game of possession, control, that makes our reputation. His experience in European competitions, his discreet but effective leadership, and his ability to adapt to different defensive systems make him a strategic recruitment, a key piece for our team. We are not talking here about a young prospect, a raw talent to be polished, but about an accomplished player, mature, and still as ambitious, thirsty for victories and glory. Laporte has proven time and time again that he can be decisive in big matches, those games that make history, and that is exactly what Barça needs to return to the top, to become once again this feared, admired team that dominates Europe and the world. So, dear Cules, get ready to welcome a new hero, a new warrior on our sacred ground. Laporte could well be this missing piece, the one that brings stability, serenity, and this thirst for victory that we so desperately need. Here, at Camp Nou, we see this possible transfer with a mix of enthusiasm and confidence, because when a player of Laporte's caliber wants to join Barça, when the coach absolutely wants him in his team, and when the entire management works tirelessly to finalize his arrival, the path is clear, bright, full of promises. The future is not just taking shape, it is beginning to be written right now, before our amazed eyes, and we are all eager to turn this new page of our shared history. In Barcelona, optimism is cautious but growing, like a rising tide promising great things. We know the competition is fierce, that other clubs, with their checks and promises, are in the mix, and that the amounts involved will not be negligible. But Barca's sports management is moving methodically, like a chessboard where every move is calculated, every decision weighed. Without haste, because Barça knows that haste is the enemy of perfection, but also without wanting to miss the boat, because opportunities like this are rare and precious. Laporte is a player trained in Spain, an asset that facilitates administrative aspects, a detail that may seem minor but which, in the complex world of transfers, can make all the difference. His profile is rare in the current market, a market where defenders of his caliber can be counted on the fingers of one hand. Barça has a golden opportunity here, one of those chances that only come once, and it intends to seize it, to turn it into reality. Every detail is carefully studied, every scenario considered, because Barça knows, with decades of experience, that the devil is in the details. And with Laporte, it's a key piece that could make all the difference, the piece that transforms a good team into a legendary one. The plan is clear, like a summer sky without clouds. Finalize the agreement with the player, ensure that every point is settled, that every clause is to Barca's advantage. Formalize the offer with Al Nassr, his current club, with professionalism and respect, but also with the determination that has made Barça famous. And complete the transfer before other clubs come and disrupt everything, before the opportunity turns into regret. Joan Laporta, our president, is determined to make this recruitment one of the key pieces of Barca's new sporting cycle, this new chapter that we are writing together, supporters, players, and managers. Every signing must have an immediate impact, because modern football does not forgive mistakes, but also fit into the continuity of the club's playing style and values. With Laporte, all of this is at stake, a player who can mark history, but also a symbol, that of a Barça that renews itself without denying its past. Barça is not just looking to strengthen its squad, it is looking to build a team capable of dominating Europe again, of making stadiums tremble, of making supporters dream. And Laporte, with his experience, his charisma, this aura that precedes him, could be one of the pillars of this new era, this long-awaited renaissance. And as Barça moves towards this recruitment, the reactions of rivals are not long in coming, like an echo that resonates across Spain and beyond. In Bilbao, where a sentimental return, a return of the prodigal son, was hoped for, they are beginning to understand that Laporte is not looking to the past, but to the future. Athletic Club, despite all the love it has for its former player, cannot rival Barca's sporting and structural ambition, this well-oiled machine that always aims higher, further. And if some at San Mamés try to sell the idea of a return home, a return to their roots, the reality is different. For Laporte, home is where there is greatness, titles, and elite football. And that is in Barcelona, under our colors, in the midst of our passionate supporters. Bilbao supporters may be disappointed, but they also understand that the heart has its reasons that reason does not know, that dreams of glory can lead far from home. And Laporte's heart beats for Barça, for our values, for our history. In Madrid, they are not more thrilled, and that's an understatement. Real Madrid, always quick to present itself as the absolute reference, this club that attracts attention and covetousness, finds itself a spectator in this operation, a role it does not like to play. Perhaps they thought their crest, their history, would be enough to attract Laporte, as if players had neither eyes nor memory, as if trophies and speeches could erase dreams and ambitions. But Laporte knows what style, identity, and collective ambition represent, these values that make Barça much more than a club, a family, a legend. And it is towards Catalonia that he turns, without hesitation, with the determination that makes great players. Neither the display cases full of trophies, nor the speeches of greatness, nor the Madrid propaganda were enough to divert him from his choice, from his conviction. Real Madrid remains a giant of football, a colossus with feet of clay when it comes to understanding the dreams of players, these dreams that sometimes lead far from Santiago Bernabeu. So, what do you think, dear Cules, you who make the heart of Camp Nou beat? Does this possible recruitment of Aymeric Laporte make you dream, you who have seen so many legends tread our pitch? Close your eyes and imagine him, with his experience, that natural class that sets him apart, his leadership that inspires, at the heart of our defense, this long-awaited bulwark. He could be that missing piece, the one that brings stability, that serenity we so desperately need to dominate again, to make Europe tremble. Here, at Barça, we see this possible transfer with a mix of enthusiasm, that pure joy of supporters, and confidence, that certainty that great players make great teams. Because when a player of Laporte's caliber wants to join Barça, when the coach, this master tactician, absolutely wants him in his team, and when the entire management, from the president to the recruiters, works tirelessly to finalize his arrival, the path is clear, bright, full of promises. The future is not drawn, it is not guessed. It begins to be written right now, before our amazed eyes, and we are all eager to turn this new page of our shared history, this page that will lead us, together, to new heights. Don't forget to like this video, this small gesture that shows your support, to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Barça news, because every day brings its share of news, and above all, leave us a comment to tell us what you think, to share your dreams, your hopes, your fears too. Your opinion interests us more than anything, because it is together, united as one family, that we will live this new era with passion, this passion that unites us, and pride, this pride of being Cules, of being Barça. Visca el Barça, today and forever.